Hey, so how's it going, guys? This is Rio Muratov based in Tokyo. So basically, if you picked up my last video, I talked about going towards the Valoi system actually in terms of mirrorless scanning. I recently received my package prior to this video, and if you've seen that video, I talked about my GTX 830 kind of failing on me. So I basically shot an email to Valoi asking like where should I like purchase my like package or my system, and they said that the official distributor of the Valoi system worldwide is the Camera store, which is based in Finland. If you guys don't know, Valoi is based in Finland, which I did not know. And I basically shot an order and I was like really surprised because after I shot my order, I received it like 3-4 days after, which was like blazing fast. And as a photographer, I sometimes purchase stuff from B&H, which is like in North America, in New York, if I'm right. However, B&H, if you get it shipped in Japan, takes more than a week, maybe 2 weeks or so to get it to my doorsteps. But Valoi was able to get me my professional scanning kit within 3-4 days, which was like really surprising. So big shout out to them. And also at the same time, I'm not being sponsored by Valoi or anything. This everything so far is purchased with my hard-earned cash, so there's like no sponsorship going on. Hopefully they will reach out to me. But yeah, so yeah, in this video I'm going to be just unboxing this sort of like package that I received. Sort of like trying to make this as short and sweet as possible and see how it goes. So yeah, I basically ripped out my sort of like confidential data, like my address, barcodes and stuff like that, because that's like personal information and that's not worth sharing it with you guys. Because yeah, I would be kind of screwed if you guys know where I live. But yeah, I kind of ripped it open. There's like a taping on the side. If you can read it, it says "No nasty" in terms of scanning. Scanning made easy, Finland. And yeah, might as well open up to see how it goes. So I will do it in front of this cameras. Rip this open. Now I'll actually go one by one. Opening up the box, first up we have a duster. I need to open this later probably, but it's probably something to use for sort of like when you install the film into the sort of like the advancement or the what you call the stand. This basically picks up the dust particles on top of the film negatives or maybe black and white film, so you won't have to post-process it in Photoshop. And this is actually one of the downfalls of, I guess, doing with mirrorless scanning compared to using some kind of scanners like the Epson that I previously used. It has a software called ISRD, which basically automatically detects dust particles and kind of automatically removes it. This, on the other hand, mirrorless scanning, you basically have to manually in Photoshop have to like change the sort of like the no, not change it, but you have to remove the particles in post. So, but in order to sort of like decrease the amount of that process, I think this is essential, a duster. So it kind of removes that before scanning. And next up on the list, I guess in the package, we get film masks, which if you guys can see, it includes 3 variations, 6x5, 6x6, 6x7. And I just realized that I own the Mamiya 6x5, so I won't have any problems. But I shoot with 6x9 right here. So, and this doesn't come with 6x9 masks. I'm kind of curious how that's gonna go. I wonder if I had to like stick it in bare naked, see how that goes. Pick your card, Yugi.
Pathetic card so I can end this, Yugi.
Oh, inside the box next, we have 135 holder, which I guess if you shoot with 35mm film negatives, you need a completely different sort of like mask compared to medium format. So that is there, and there's basically a photo at the back, actually, if you guys can see. So it's like 1 frame at a time. So yeah, that's nice. I sometimes shoot with my Nikon F3 or my Konica C35, so that's essential. And next up we have a 120 holder, which is, there's a photo at the back. It's made for medium format film, like 120 format, but also the discontinued formats of 2020 and 620. It can be used to capture frame sizes from 645 to 6:9 in a single shot, wider than that with digital stitching. So maybe I haven't like opened everything at all, so this is basically going to be the base holder, if I'm right, for the whole scanning kit. If I'm using my GW690 6:9 film, scanning it bare naked, I probably just need to use this. And if I'm using a sort of like a smaller format, for medium format, so 6x6, 645, or 6x7, I need to use that in conjunction with this film mask, which I guess you put it or place it on top of the 120 holder. So yeah. Okay, so next up on the list is the most important like part of the kit actually, which is a light table. And this one is something that I really wanted, which was the CS-Lite Camera Scanning Light source. And up until this point, I only owned a light table that's meant for manga or illustration. And those types of what I call knockoff types of tables are flat, what I call panels that emit light actually. So you can basically view your negatives and stuff like that. You could use it for scanning purposes, but those knockoff sort of like what I call light tables don't have a really good sort of like reproduction rate in terms of light quality. And that is actually, you can basically check it using the index of CRI. CRI, if I'm right, is the color rendering index, and I'm just looking at it, just reading on it. But it is sort of like the measurement of how natural light colors render under artificial light source when compared to the sunlight. So it goes from 0 to 100. The higher the number, the more cleaner the what I call the light is. So you get, because the sun is beautiful in my eyes, you know, it's like 100. But if it's closer to that 100 like number, the light source is like really nice. So video lights specifically have a CRI rating, and this CS-Lite Camera Scanning Light source has a CRI of plus 95, which is like really good. And it uses, if I'm right, USB power, so I can use a mobile battery power bank to power this, or I could just hook this to my computer, which has USB input, to like power this on actually. In my previous video, which I basically talked about the GTX 830 scanner, and along with that I talked briefly about Valoi's system. In conjunction to this CS-Lite, there's a CS-Lite Bright accessory, which is sort of like a Fresnel, which you put on top of this, which I completely forgot to purchase, unfortunately. So hopefully I can grab that, which kind of is similar to a Fresnel, kind of condenses the lights spread towards like, not outwards, but towards the middle, so you won't get any like glares going into the camera when you're scanning, mirrorless scanning. So yeah, I went a little bit off topic, but CS-Lite Camera Scanning Light source, this is basically becomes the bottom layer of the whole kit, and on top of that you put the holder, and then I guess the masks, and then above that the camera and the lens, and yeah, to like scan your sort of like film negatives or color negatives. Okay, so next up we have Valoi's leveling mirror, and when I first saw this I was like, what is this kind of? And I basically did not do my research correctly, but it's basically a sort of like a method that you had to do before scanning with a mirrorless camera, because you have your mirrorless camera on a stand facing downwards at your sort of like film negatives. And what's like really important before scanning is you want the camera directly facing vertically down at your film negatives. If it's kind of sort of like tilted upwards or downwards, it means that when you're like scanning, your film negatives won't be sort of like parallel to the camera lens itself. So this is basically a way of checking to see that, you know, parallel and vertical lines. And if you, and most like digital cameras already have some kind of grid, so you basically use that to check to see if it's really in focus. And if you go onto Valoi's official website, they carefully tell you how to use each and every sort of like product, so you won't be confused like I am right now of how to use this leveling mirror. But I haven't opened this, so yeah, I'll check to see if this like works out. So yeah, a leveling mirror is essential before scanning film negatives. And after that we have the bigger boxes light adapter for CS-Lite. So I just talked about the CS-Lite light table. So the light table goes at the bottom, and on top of that there's a sort of like adapter, so this kind of sits in conjunction with a CS-Lite like this, but I haven't opened it yet. So it kind of like accommodates, so it makes it like a really flat like stand surface. And last but not least is, I guess, another important part is the Valoi 360 Advancer, which if you look at the back, it basically has a photo there. It's basically a stand that sits on top of the what you call the holder, light holder. Under that, there's a light table itself. On top of these two products is where the Advancer basically sits, and there's basically a hole in the middle, so light basically blasts through that. And there's a basically advancement wheel right here, which basically you stick in your film and you can advance it frame after frame. Depending on what kind of film you use, you stick in the holder in this like square box actually. So if you're using 645, you stick in the holder and then the what you call the 645 mask in here. If you're shooting with 6x6 Hasselblad type of film negatives, you basically use that film mask in here. For me, I shoot mostly with a 6x9, so I probably will use the mask, not the mask, the sort of like the holder, and then stick in the film negative, bare naked in here, if I'm right, and then basically scan it from there. So that's basically it on my video of talking about unboxing my sort of like stuff related to Valoi's 360 original scanning kit that I received in my mail 3-4 days, blazing fast actually. And yeah, thanks for like shipping me at a really fast speed to my house because I really needed it. Hopefully I can make a video of the setup to see how it goes and give you guys feedback and my sort of like overall impressions of using this system. Glad it made it in Tokyo, Japan, and hopefully I can still continue to shoot with film and also scan it at the same time. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it informative. If you have any questions, I'm happy to reply. I'm probably the only Japanese guy making videos related to film, so if you have any questions, I'm free. As long as I have like free time, I can like reply to every single comment. I will try my best. So yeah, we'll see you next time. Peace out.